So I've been doing marketing for quite some time, probably sound like an old dinosaur since the 90s, and then kind of on and off, and then the last couple of years I've came back. So this is on YouTube, so you'll get the link in the description, but it's also on TikTok, which this video is about. So I've never really used it before, and this is how I gain traffic from it. I like to use it on the phone, but for this demonstration, I'm using the desktop. So got a picture there. So it kind of for me. It's like a cross between Facebook and YouTube. So it's kind of the best both worlds. It's like like YouTube rather, even though it's slightly different. But then you've got your profile. You can't have a clickable link until I think you have 1,000 followers. So I've just started, 7 followers, quite a lot of likes. The traffic's great with this. We do these motivational videos. This is running just now, and how the algorithm works. It's quite complex. There is ones that don't get any views. I'm not sure if that's just the time that we post or the content, but how it works in a nutshell, it sends it to a test audience, about 200, and dependent on the watch time and things like that, you send it to more. So this one's got 702. That's my last post, and it'll probably maybe go up, hopefully. Um, well, it hasn't, but it's running. I just do it a few times because usually because it's running, it's starting to get some views, but it's not. We'll maybe come back to that later. So if we click on one,
The most dangerous man in the room is never, ever, ever.
and then the other ones
I
are
don't know who needs to hear this, but God does.
different ones. So how do I get these reels with these views? So they've kind of passed the test. That one's an ad, is why it's got a lot more. If we just scroll down to the start, so this was the first one, and I'm posting it a few times a day, which I'll get into in a minute. 200, and it was stuck on there for a while. There is the odd one that doesn't go anywhere, and then through time, just from last week or this week, it's starting to get 600. There's practically 700 and three of them. So here is the schedule that I follow. So here we are. We post it was all these reels, which I'll show you how I get them in a minute. Post one, 9 o'clock. This is in my own time, UK time, 12:30, 3:30, 6:30. Then I do post at 9. The 11's kind of optional. It's just depending if I'm still up or not. So at least 5 times a day. So how do we get these reels? Came over to Fiverr, and here's a vendor. There's quite a lot of them, and they're really cheap prices. I just got 50 from them, but you could get 250, 700. When you think you're doing 5 or 6 a day, then it's quite a good deal, and I've still got them on page. He sends it Google Drive. So we're on 34. So I've nearly completed the 50. So what would that be? Another couple of days, and then what I'm going to test, I'm going to go back to the start and do 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And if that's not getting traffic, I know, well, TikTok are not going to push these videos, and then I'll buy some more. So when you're doing it, you just head over to ChatGPT and tell it what the reel is about, description, tags, and then you just post it, and that's it. So with links to descriptions, there is it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's on YouTube's completely different platform, so the link is in the description for our business, so please do check it out if you want to. But for TikTok, that we wouldn't do it that way initially. Once we are getting the 1,000 views, the traffic's quite phenomenal on TikTok. Likes and comments are really high. and it is sending it to more people. So when we get consistently 1,000 views per reel on a consistent basis, then we'll start doing the link in the description. So that's how I do it in TikTok. And thanks for watching and listening. Bye bye for now.